sweetie, how do you feel today?
I feel good thanks to the dish you cooked for me this morning. Thank you so much, Mom.
You're welcome, you just need to bring me a grandkid. Then I can give everything to you.
I know that you really want to meet your grandkid, but now I am very busy with my work. I don't have time to take care for it. And also my salary now is higher than Robert and I can't stay at home, give birth, and let's Robert responsible for this family. Please understand for me.
What? When you're giving my grandchild, you just go to work. I will stay at home and take care of them. Don't worry.
Mom, I can understand what you're thinking now, but children don't come by stork, right? So please stay calm and wait for the miracles.
No, I can't. Giving birth is a responsibility of the wife, and you have been married my son for 5 years. It's too long and I am older and older. You want to see I die without any grandkid?
No, Mom, don't take the pressure on me like that. I feel so sorry.
So just give me a baby boy. And come to the hospital to discover if you can't pregnant. I will find another wife for my son. My son is handsome and have a stable job with high salary. It's worth for him to have a baby boy. Not like now.
Mom, why you can say that with me? I considered as my real mom. We have been together for 5 years. It's not a long time, but not a short time. We truly a family. Why can you kick me out of the house just because I haven't a baby yet?
That's nature rule. The one who can't give the son for the family not worthy to live in this house. If you want to continue being wife of my son, you need to find the way to get pregnant.
But the point is I want to focus on my work and my company. I am the CEO.
So I will kick you out of the house.
Mom!
What? When you're giving my grandchild, you just go to work. I will stay at home and take care of them.
Okay, if you really want it, I will do whatever you told me.
Yes, it's good. You should do this sooner for not be called as a loser. I have prepared so many kind of pills that make you fertility. You just need to drink it every morning.
Yes, I will do whatever you want as I promised, but you have told Robert to get a test too.
Why my fantastic son have to do that? He is a great person with great health, so there is no reason for him to go to the hospital. The one who can get pregnant, carries the child, and ultimately births the child is women.
Mom, it's not like woman can get pregnant on her own. It takes 2 to tango. I'd like Robert come to the hospital with me. Then we can both get tested and put this behind us. You know that the Robert's job require communication and he has to drink too much. So I think the problem is apart from his health.
My son is busy with work and stuff. Don't bother him and just do what I say to you. Go to the hospital by yourself. Don't rely on anybody else.
That's fine, Mom. I will do whatever you want to keep this family happy.
That's the thing you should do and follow.
Mom, I went to the hospital and the doctor said that I have a problem. I'm so sorry, Mom. I can't believe that because of me.
See? I have told you, but you didn't listen to me. What the doctor said.
They said that my hormone has been changed somehow and it affect my health. Then it's hard to have a baby.
The woman is fail and waste all her life if she can't get pregnant. Do you want me to tell my son about this?
No, Mom, please don't talk to Robert anymore. He'll be upset and he can't focus on working. I truly love him, so I don't want he being like that.
Okay, I will keep this as the secret between us, and you have to do whatever I say. I found that there is so much pill and medicine that can make it easier to get pregnant. Drink it every morning, and I also prepare the healthy diet for you.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Mom. I feel so lucky when I have the mother-in-law like you. You're so amazing. I will never forget about what you do to me. I am so grateful.
You're welcome. You just need to bring me a grandkid. I just want to see my grandson sooner and don't waste any time with you. After I tried all the solution for this and it doesn't bring any effect, I will tell my son to divorce you.
Oh Mom, I love Robert and I love you too. Please don't separate us by any reason.
Stop talking nonsense. All I need is a baby boy, not your love or anything else. What a useless woman who can't pregnant.
Mom, don't talk like that. It's hurt. Robert, I have to tell you something. Are you there?
It's my lunchtime, so I can use a little time for you. Say it.
It's a very important thing that your mom bothers me every single day by texting and calling me. I am not trying to complain or anything, but I just want to notice you about her. Yes, your mom keeps asking me when we're going to have children. Not always in the nicest way possible. She said that if we can't have children, she will find you a new wife and get us divorce. How ridiculous she is. I can't stand that. All thing I do for this family through the tough time, nobody recognize it.
My mom is fine as far as I know, but I don't know why you're acting so surprised like this. Is the first time you saw her like that. And all she asked is normal, cause you know, it's 5 years since we gotten married and we still don't have any baby. She's just worried for us.
But your mom told me to go to some strange hospital with no certificate of inspection. She told me to drink something and said after I drunk it, we will have baby. I knew why she did that and I have done what she said.
So why you keep wasting my time like this? Do what mom told you if you want to see our son soon. My mom just wants to see her grandchild before she kicks the budget. And here you are, demonizing the poor woman all just because you can't pregnant. That's really low.
I just want her to know this isn't some overnight thing. It's take planning and consideration.
Yes, so do what mother told you and you will receive the result.
But you know, Mom told me to go out of this house. She kicked me. I just want to tell you, if we can't have a child, then it's not the end of the world.
So you need to go to the hospital and stop wasting my time, please.
Why you are just put everything on me? I married you because I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you, even we have a kid or not. I'm fine just being with you.
If that's how you feel, I guess there's no helping it, LOL.
So you agree to have no kid?
Yes, I do. I don't care.
But how about your mom? She called me every single day. Is it okay to tell her that we didn't want a kid?
Tell her. What, I do care? No, but in all seriousness, I kind of forgot about that. I think kid is not the worst thing in the world. All of this is a real pain in the neck, but I guess at the end of the day I still want one.
So I hope we can together and explain to our mom. We just need to live happy forever.
Yes, this weekend I will talk with mom.
Mary, did you drink the medicine that I give you?
Not yet, Mom. I think I don't need it anymore.
Why? You didn't want to give me a grandson?
No, I really want. I and Robert will tell you soon.
What happened here? You control my son and told him to against me?
No, Mom. You should hear what we'll explain to you this weekend when my husband and I have free time. Please don't misunderstand me, Mom. I just want the best thing for this family. I respect you and truly love Robert.
So to express that you need to give us a baby boy. Don't make any reason for this and get rid of your task. It's your responsibility. I won't talk this to you the second time.
Mom, I have something to say with you. It's really important.
What?
How do you feel about me?
Haha, why you asked me this question? You have to feel it by yourself. Don't bother me, I am busy.
Where did you buy the medicine you gave me?
Why you ask this? Just drink and do what I say.
Mom, please told me all the truth. I am so hurted now. I feel like my world is over. I love you, respect you, and have lived with you for 5 years. I sacrifices all my youth and also my chance of job for this family. To being a good daughter-in-law and take care of you and Robert. And this is what I received? I am so depressed, Mom. Please tell me that it's not the truth.
What are you talking about? I didn't know anything. I just want you to have baby sooner, and I just want to meet my grandson sooner. I have no fault. Stop talking nonsense to me.
Mom, I know all the truth. When I decided to text you, I have prepared that if you tell me the truth and the reasonable reason, I will forgive you. Don't make me feel bad like this.
What is the truth?
Mom, I asked the doctor about the medicine you gave me. It's a birth control pill. Why can you give me this medicine every day? It destroyed my whole trunk and the doctor said that I can't pregnant anymore.
I don't know anything you told me. Don't put all fault for me. I just want the best thing for you.
Mom, don't let me disappointed about you anymore. I have the evidence that can prove all crime of you.
Crime? You talk with me like a criminal? How insolent are you?
This is the evidence. I have the record that you talk with your friend on the phone. Do you want me to show you?
You stalk me.
If I didn't do that, I wouldn't know the truth. It's terrible.
I will told my son about you, and he will divorce you.
Mom, why you hate me like that? And you even willing to damage my health? Why you can dispossess of the right to being mom of me? That's highest moral worth of a woman. Being a mom, you knew that it's very miracles when you have a baby. Why you can dispossess of the right to being mom of me?
Haha, it's the truth. Now you know that I am really hate you, so please go away of this house. Get out of my house now.
Mom, but this house is the contribution of me and Robert. It's the money that we really try hard to take it.
Haha, now I know your truly face. You just care about this house and think that it's yours.
Mom, I am so scared of you. I heard everything that you told with your friend. You said to her that you hate me and don't want to see me. So you find the way to kick me out of this house by giving me the pill. And always prepared to find another wife for your son. Let me infertility and then take it like a reason to kick me out of this house. How terrible are you?
Yes, that's the truth, so now leave my house because you can't pregant.
Okay, Mom, I will leave for your happiness.
That's all I want. I am so happy.
Mom, are you there? I have something to say with you.
Oh son, now, you are thinking about having a new wife, right? Good job, my son. You have to forget about that useless woman and go ahead to a new life. Don't regret about hearing me.
Mom, why you can talk it this time? I lost the person I love the most. In this world, no one treated me as good as Mary. And I even can't protect her. I am truly a loser.
Why you said that? She's unworthy, she can't give us a baby cute boy. So you must thinking about marrying another person. I am the person who loved you the most. I just need you to have a family with son, mother, and father. And good women become you wife, not that women.
Mom, I know all the truth. You hate Mary because she looks like Dad's ex, right? I found a picture of a girl who looks like Mary in the bookshelf of Dad's room. And there's a sign of a person named Lucy. It's not Mary, Mom.
No, it's Mary, I assured. When your dad's still alive, I saw him hold the picture in his hand and smile with that girl. He was thinking about her every day.
Mom, can you think in a logical way? The first love of Dad ID older than you, Mom. And she dead before Dad met you. Why you can think it's Mary? And you frustrated everything. You destroyed my life. Now I can't find anyone else that make my heart blooming. And you also destroyed Mary's life. Now she even can't pregnant. All the life she can't even become mom. That's the greatest privilege of a woman. You stole it from her and made this family ruined. We have lived happily for 5 years. And we lost it just because of some misunderstand. I have no face to meet her again, Mom, and I can't marry another girl. I will hurt them by anyway.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Robert. I don't know who is it. I think it's Mary and I think she killed your dad. 'Cause the first day she came to our house, I saw Dad looked at her for a long time and smile. Your dad fell in love with her.
Mom! That's not Mary. He just missed his first love.
And your dad died right after that. I think your old wife done all of this.
Why Mary have to kill Dad? He died of disease. You are the one that know his status the best. Why can you put all fault to Mary? Mom, we have stopped thinking about this, and you have to say sorry to Mary. Although now she has her own happiness, but the pain we gave her never disappear.
Yes, I think you're right. And I have to say sorry to you. I ruined your family just because I didn't know the truth. I feel so bad.
We can't change anything now, and we have to feel sorry to her. And also we have to live happily in the future.
Thank you for not hating me, Robert.
Hi, nice to meet you. This is Lisa, right? Hi. Apologies for reaching out without prior notice. I'm Rose, and I am employed in the identical department as Tom. Oh, one of Tom's colleagues? Hi. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for always being there for him. He loves working there. Could you please refrain from behaving as though you are already his wife? This situation is causing a lot of discomfort. What do you mean, uncomfortable? I know you've got your heart set on marrying Tom, but I hate to break it to you, he's decided to marry me. You said you were at the same company as Tom, right? That's right. I work under him in the same department. We've been close colleagues for, it must be 6 years now. But we've actually been an item since last year. What? I don't think that's right. What do you mean? Yes. That's why I'm texting you today. I have a little favor to ask you, Lisa. Yes. What's the favor? I'd like you to end things with Tom and promise to never see him again. Oh, yes, certainly. No problem at all. Is that how you imagine this going? What gives you the right to demand such a thing? You make a move on someone's guy and have the nerve to ask them to break up with him? Is there something wrong with you? Stop joking around, will you?
Oh, this is no joke. I'm deadly serious. Tom and I are together now. He's in love with me.
Hang on a sec. Tom and I are getting married this weekend. If you're as close to him as you say, you'd surely know that, right?
Yes, of course I know. So I'm taking your place at the altar. I have Tom's full agreements. He's on board. At first, he was saying that after you guys got married, we'd have to go back to just being colleagues, but that all changed yesterday when I found out I was pregnant.
Pregnant?
That's right. And of course, it's Tom's. I was sure he'd tell me to end the pregnancy. I wasn't expecting anything from him. But he really took it seriously. Right there on the spot, he decided to take responsibility and marry me. I was so impressed. He'll make a great husband and father, don't you think?
This is unbelievable.
I can't wait to settle down. Can't you just imagine our happy little family? So that's it for you and Tom, okay, Lisa?
Hang on. This is too much to take in all at once. My head is spinning. You work with Tom and he started cheating on me with you. And now you're pregnant with his child. Is that it?
Exactly. He's mine now and soon we'll be happily married.
That's all very well for you to say, but it's not that simple. We are supposed to be getting married this weekend. It's only 3 days away.
Oh, you must be worried about the venue. There's nothing to worry about there. Tom has already told the change of bride. Is already taken care of.
What the?
He called them this morning. He made all the necessary arrangements. Tom's going to explain everything to the guests too. So you really don't have to do anything. We'll take care of it all. All you have to do is let me take your place.
How is this happening? It's 3 days till the wedding.
I really do pity you, Lisa. But think of it as fate. It was meant to be. And don't worry about Tom. I'll take good care of him and the baby.
Lisa, I've just heard from Tom. What on earth is going on? You aren't going ahead with the wedding? And who is this Rose woman?
I haven't really wrapped my head around it either yet. All I know is that Tom started cheating on me with a woman he works with.
What? My Robbie? How could he?
Yes, apparently. I still haven't actually talked to him yet, but according to the other woman, there's already a baby.
A baby? What does that mean? From a previous relationship?
No. According to her, she found out the other day that she's pregnant.
Pregnant? Well done, Tom.
What the? You're happy about this?
Lisa, he's going to be a father. It's time to take responsibility for it. It's a little unfair to you, but you've got to step aside.
Really, Katie?
I'm going to be a grandmother. Oh, I can't wait. I wonder if it's going to be a boy or a girl.
Hang on a moment. We are 3 days out from the wedding and your son has just been exposed as a cheater. He betrayed his fiancée and you're okay with that?
Yes, well. Cheating is never good, but yes, of course I'll give him a stern talking to. But you can't put any of the blame on the baby, right? Oh, I've always wanted a grandchild.
Of course I don't blame the baby, but it certainly doesn't absolve Tom.
Well, you said yourself that even after getting married you were going to work on your career. And didn't want to have children anytime soon, right?
Maybe I did say that, but that didn't mean never.
I was devastated when I heard that. I always dreamed of being a cool grandmother. I thought I'd probably die waiting. I must say it was careless of Tom, that's true. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy.
So you're okay with this, Katie? Some woman swoops in and takes a man from his bride 3 days before the wedding? You're fine with your son marrying such a woman?
If this woman is going to give me a grandchild, then I don't have any problem at all welcoming her into our family. Besides, I can't really complain. Tom takes really good care of us. Why, just the other day he paid for us to spend a weekend at a spa. He also insisted on paying for the renovations to our conservatory. He's more than we could hope for. And now he's going to give me a grandchild.
Wait a minute. I didn't hear anything about a spa trip or renovations.
You didn't? Oh, they weren't cheap. I would have thought you two had discussed it.
No, I didn't hear a word about it.
Oh. Well, maybe talk to the new girl about it then.
The new girl? Aren't you being a little too accepting of this?
Lisa, I do feel sorry for you, but we only have a few days until the wedding. You'll have to just step aside so the new girl can step in. But Lisa, thank you so much for all the time you've spent with Tom. We really appreciate it.
What a day! The ceremony was perfect and everyone had such a great time.
Oh, how wonderful! There must have been a lot of people who were able to simply forget what a cheating homewrecker you are.
Hey, can you not talk like that? Don't ruin my big day.
Well then, don't text me. Weren't you the one who told me to never see Tom again? It's you who's dragging this out.
This is a special case. I'm just trying to send a little joy your way.
What now, Rose?
Well, you lost your fiancé right before your wedding day. I guess you must have been feeling pretty miserable today / No? I'll send you the wedding photos. That might brighten your day.
I'm okay, thanks. No need.
Come on, Lisa. You must be dying to see them.
Really? I'm serious, don't send them.
You thought today would be a disaster, didn't you?
I tried not to think about it at all.
Well, you'll be disappointed to hear it was a huge success. Everyone had an absolutely amazing time. That's what happens, I guess. When everyone heard I was pregnant, they all rushed to congratulate me. What a day!
I've gotta hand it to you, Rose. You're really something, aren't you?
And Tom told me I was the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. Oh, I'm so happy. What a wonderful feeling.
It certainly sounds like you had a great day, but do you really think you can treat people as badly as you did and have it all come up for roses?
Of course, why not? We tied the knot in front of a big crowd and got their blessing. It really was a fantastic ceremony, Lisa. First comes the fabulous wedding, then the baby, then the happily ever after.
Right. You think so? It's all downhill from here, I'm afraid, Rose.
What do you mean?
You seem to be in such high spirits, it sounds like today was a huge success. But you better prepare for revenge. I'm going to make you regret this, Rose. Get ready for hell on earth.
What brought this on all of a sudden? Lisa? You're scaring me.
All right, that's all from me for now. I hope you two are very happy.
This is your doing, isn't it, Lisa? Tom's been transferred to a sales position in the middle of nowhere. It's miles away.
What now, Rose?
I don't know how you pulled it off, but it's got your name written all over it. It's a demotion, clear and simple. Plus, the company told me I no longer have a position there at all.
Oh, really? Well, how about that?
With the baby starting to show, I was planning to quit anyway, but to be told like that, it's no different to being fired.
Oh dear me, Rose. That is a bad start for the newlyweds, isn't it? Oh dear.
How can you act like this is nothing? It must have been your doing. I remember you said to prepare for hell on earth.
Yes, that's right. But I didn't have anything to do with Tom's transfer or you losing your job. That would have been a company decision.
What did you say to my company?
Nothing at all. But it seems your antics really anger the general manager of a subcontractor. I'm guessing your company couldn't just brush it under the rug. They needed to make a show of dealing with such complaints.
What subcontractor? What are you talking about?
Oh. It wasn't me, I can assure you of that. It was all the general manager's doing. I'm just his daughter.
Oh God.
Yep. You may have had plenty of people at your wedding to fawn over the beautiful young bride. But don't forget there are also a lot of really angry people there. That's what happens to women who play your sort of games.
Hang on a minute. Are you for real? You're the daughter of some bigwig company manager?
That's right, yes. Of course, Tom knew all this from the first day he met me. Actually, he called me this morning. He told me he was expecting some kind of backlash and was kind of relieved it was only a demotion to a job in the middle of nowhere. He even asked me to say thank you to my father for taking pity on him. It could have been way worse.
What do you mean?
Didn't Tom tell you to be ready for this kind of thing when he agreed to marry you?
Be ready? I thought he was talking about the baby and making a family.
I won't forgive what happened, but I have to hand it to him for taking all this like a man. But you're still both despicable cheats. Anyway, Rose, have a nice life.
Have a nice life? How the hell can we do that? He's sent away and I've been fired.
Yes, well, that's got nothing to do with me, has it?
Lisa, would you please tell me why we are being billed for the wedding?
Oh, that? My parents said they'd cover Tom's half of the wedding costs and he agreed to pay them back. I spoke to him this morning and he said he was leaving for his new position straight away and that I should send the bill to you.
What does that mean? You make it sound as if he doesn't have any money.
That's exactly what it means. Why else would he beg my parents to cover the costs? The plan was to split the cost of the wedding down the middle. But he's broke, so he had to swallow his pride and promise to pay my parents back.
That can't be true.
Trips to spas and renovations to the house? The idiot spent every last cent trying to impress you guys. By the way, why are you opening the mail address to Tom anyway?
Well, it had your name and address on it as the sender. Of course I was curious.
I don't really care either way. Just make sure you put that invoice somewhere safe. Send it on to Tom when he's settled into his new position.
You don't have to tell me. I'll be doing that for sure. Lisa, let me just check with you though. The invoice is made out to Tom, right? He's the one who has to make the payments, right? My husband and I aren't going to be caught up in this, are we?
Yes. I think that sounds about right. Of course, naturally you'll become involved if he asks you for money.
Aw, come on. No.
Well, he's going to take a pretty substantial pay cut because of all of this. If he doesn't have any savings, then there's no other option than to ask his mom and dad for help, right? I've got no obligation to pay for anything, so it goes without saying you'll be billed for the whole thing. It's on the invoice. $30,000.
You've got to be joking.
Oh, and just to be sure, there was another invoice in the envelope too, right? Put that with the other one somewhere safe.
Another one?
Another $20,000 for the pain and suffering you've all put me through. Don't worry, I am asking Tom for that too.
Another $20,000?
Yes. So that comes to a grand total of $50,000 thanks. He doesn't have a hope and hell of repaying it, so you're going to have to help him, Katie.
Us? We don't have anything like that kind of money.
I'm sure you'll work out something after all he's done for you. Anyway, bye, Katie.
Lisa, I'll give him back. Please at least reconsider the amount you are asking Tom to pay.
Oh, Katie sent on my letter? That's good. Rose, I have no intention of letting him or you, for that matter, off the hook. Not by a single penny. I spoke to your mother-in-law about that very thing. You'll all pull together as a family and find a way.
As I'm telling you, and no doubt Katie has too, we don't have any money. I have barely any savings, and there's a baby on the way to consider. How am I supposed to take care of my baby if we have to give every cent to you?
Is that right? But the baby is not really my problem. You're going to have to figure something out. If you don't have any money yourself, how about you go groveling to your parents? Oh, how could I have been so absent-minded?
Why, Lisa? How could you do this?
To be honest, they are the only decent people I've met during this whole rotten thing.
Because of you, I've lost my job and Tom's been sent far away from me and the baby. My parents have disowned me. You've thrown my life into total chaos.
I'm glad things are going from bad to worse.
I can't take it anymore. You can have Tom back. Lisa, you've got to forgive me.
What are you gonna do with the kid? Planning on being a solo mom?
I'll get by, somehow. Unlike you, I'm young and pretty. I'll find someone to take care of us.
Oh, were you planning on running back to the guy you were cheating on while you took Tom from me? Let me see. Ricardo? Was that his name? Wasn't he working for a big law firm?
How? How do you know that?
I told you I was going to take you down, Rose. I looked into everything. I told you I was going to make you regret this. I spoke with him and told him exactly what you were up to.
You did what?
Turns out he was pretty bitter after you dumped him, but after I told him what you've done, he seemed relieved. Happy to have dodged the bullet even. And you're too late anyway. He went all starry-eyed talking about her.
Oh, Lisa. You've even destroyed my hopes of a second chance with him. Now I've really got nowhere to go.
You're pregnant with Tom's child and still only thinking of yourself. How can you even be considering an escape plan? You're a real piece of work, you know that?
The baby isn't the problem. I'll find a way to manage with the baby. But what you've done to us is beyond belief. I'm all alone in the world now. Do you understand what that's like? Nobody's going to help me or even give me a second thought.
I told you I was going to get my revenge. I told you to prepare for hell on earth. What can I say? I'm a girl of my word. As I foresaw, it appears that Tom requested his parents to lend him the money. His mother adamantly declined until he reminded her of all the money he had given them as gifts and for house repairs. Evidently, they have sold the house to assist Tom in repaying his debt. Tom complied with company instructions and relocated to the outpost, a remote and isolated location. He's still there living on his own. Rose opted to move into a very affordable apartment with Tom's parents. Despite the circumstances, they are still furious with her and have insisted that she resume work immediately after the baby's arrival. Furthermore, they treat her as if she were a slave and insist that she takes care of all the housework. I'm sorry to hear that she's going through such a difficult time, mentally and physically.
Hey, Cleo. Sorry to bother you, but I can't contact my husband. He hasn't answered my calls. Do you know if he's busy right now?
Hi, Alice. If you're looking for your husband, please wait a minute. I'll check his schedule. Oh, the director is out to lunch right now. I believe he will be back within the hour. Is there something urgent? Shall I tell him to call you back immediately?
Oh, I hadn't realized he was eating right now. No, I don't want to interrupt him. He doesn't need to get back to me, it's all right. Do you by any chance know roughly what time he's going to be leaving the office today?
Sure, madam. He doesn't have anything special on his schedule after lunch. I believe he could go home at any time this afternoon.
That's great to hear. Today is our son's birthday. I was worried he might have to work late today. I was hoping that wouldn't be the case.
Oh, can you tell him happy birthday for me? Your son are so cute.
Of course I will. If you like, why don't you join us for dinner tonight? Peter has taken such a liking to you. He really loves you. If you were to come, I know he would be really happy to see you.
That's so nice of you to invite me. But I'm not part of the family. I would hate to intrude on something as special as a birthday. This is something for you all to share and enjoy. I don't want to get in the way. But please give him my best wishes.
Honestly, you really wouldn't be intruding. Don't worry about it. We would still love to have you here.
I'll be sure to send a present home with the director. He likes the Flash stuff right now, doesn't he? From that show all the kids are watching? If he has anything else he has taken an interest to, please let me know. I know kids find new things to love all the time. I'd like to get him something he will really enjoy.
Cleo, you're too kind. You really don't have to put that much thought into it though. You honestly don't need to get him anything at all.
No, Alice, I would really like to get him something. Your family is always so good to me. It is the least I could do. I would really like to get him something for his party.
Well, if you say so. Thank you, Cleo. You've been an absolute blessing to my husband. You take such good care of him at work. You really don't have to do anything for our son. You already do so much.
That's nice of you to say, but birthdays are special. Especially when being young. It makes me happy to do something special for him.
You're so good to us. If you really feel that way, then we will be happy to accept a gift from you. Thank you so much for everything.
It's my pleasure, Alice. Also, the director has just returned from lunch. He's walking into the office now. I'll remind him about the birthday celebration for you. I'm sure he won't be late.
Thank you, Cleo. That would be great. You really should join us for dinner sometime soon.
I would love to, thank you very much. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, thank you.
Have a great day, Alice.
Bye, Cleo. Hey, Cleo. I wanted to say thank you for the present you sent my son. He absolutely loves it.
I'm really glad to hear that. There are so many different kinds to choose from. I wasn't sure which one he would like the best. So I went ahead and got a few different ones. I hope they aren't taking up too much space or making a mess.
He has plenty of space in his room. And he plays with his toys in there. So don't worry. But it looks like you liked your gift the best. He's playing with them every day.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. I'm glad he likes them. The director told me that your son really loves the belt from the costume. I think they use it to transform or something in cartoon.
Yes, he loves it. Every day, he runs through the house transforming into the Flash. I can hardly get him to stop to go to bed. I think it's definitely his favorite. I don't really know much about the shows he is watching these days. I always struggle with picking out a good present for him. I'm glad you found something he likes.
I am glad to hear that.
You always seem to know exactly what to do. You can pick the perfect gifts every time. Even though you're still single.
Oh, I have some nieces and nephews. They are all around the same age as your son. So I always know what's popular now.
I see. And if you are free, why don't you join us for dinner tonight? Don't you have any other plans, right?
I mean, I don't have any plans, but are you sure?
I would love to have you here. I want to thank you for how much you take care of our family. And I know my son would love to see you. I'm sure he will want to show you the costume you bought for him.
If you say so, I'll come.
Great! I should keep in mind when planning the menu. Are there any foods you don't like or do you have any allergies?
Oh, not at all. Anything is fine. I like everything. I appreciate you asking, but you really don't have to worry about me.
And you don't need to bring anything with you. We've received so many gifts and goodies lately. We have everything we need. We just want you to come and enjoy some time together.
Yeah, it's so nice of you to say so.
I need to take care of for dinner, so I will talk to you soon. I'm looking forward to tonight.
Me too.
Thank you for joining us last night. We had a really great time. I hope you did too.
I had a wonderful time too. Thank you so much for having me. It was really fun and I enjoyed spending some time with your son.
I know we talked about it a little bit yesterday. But don't you want to get married? Have you put much thought into it?
I don't think about it. It's just that I am very busy with work. I think it would be better if I waited till I wasn't so busy all the time.
Well, if you get married, it won't really matter anymore, right? You won't know until you try. I think it must be a little bit lonely to spend all your time working. I don't think that's very good for a young lady like yourself. And besides, if you keep putting it off, I think it will get hard for you to find someone to marry. There are plenty of fish in the sea, but more and more of them get caught every day. You know what I mean? You're already 32. You've got to think about your future. If you don't get married soon, it will be hard for you to have children.
I do think I want to have children of my own someday, but I have my nieces and nephews.
Your sister and you are two different people. Just because they have kids doesn't mean you do. Trust me on that.
I just worry that if I get busy with my own life and children of my own, I won't be able to help her when she needs me, and I really want to focus on my career right now.
I don't mean to be rude, but is there anything in life more important to a woman than finding love? You're a great secretary. You do a wonderful job. But isn't it kind of a young person's job? Do you really want to do that forever? Why don't you think about moving on to something else like a family? Give that job to another young girl or something. I know a lot of great men. I could introduce you to all of them.
Okay, I'll think about that. I have to get back to work now, Alice.
All right, bye-bye. Cleo. Pick up the phone now. I knew it. Can't believe you did that to me.
What? What's wrong, Alice? I don't get what you're saying.
You're having an affair with my husband.
What? Hold on.
Don't act like you don't know. I kept thinking that something was strange. I knew something was off about you. You are 32 now and not married. Not even wanting to meet anyone. Always say things like, I'm too busy with my job. Now I know that's your only excuse. I should have known earlier.
Just a moment. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. I have no idea what you are talking about.
I don't think so. There is nothing to misunderstand at all. You're sleeping with my husband. I've had a gut feeling for some time. There has been something suspicious about everything from the beginning. I know why you didn't want me to introduce you to anyone. Because you've already found someone.
No, that's not it. You need to calm down.
How dare you? I'm as calm as I can be. You hussy, don't you feel even the least bit bad about it?
You're mistaken, Alice.
Shut up! I demand that you break things off with my husband at once.
I don't know what else to say. I promise that you really are mistaken. I'm just your husband's secretary. That's all. Nothing more. We have no other relationship. Whatever you are thinking, it just isn't the case.
You think I am mistake? He's been coming home late so often lately. He never used to come home late. That's a huge red flag. I can't believe I didn't see it. It's because he's been meeting you. He's been spending his time with you. So explain to me just how I'm mistaken?
Of course, we do meet up sometimes outside of work. I don't deny that. But sorry, Alice. The director is my uncle.
Excuse me? Are you insane? I have never once heard that. How is that possible? Have never even heard about him having brothers or sisters?
Please hear me out. I promise you that I am not lying to you.
It's a bit strange that I don't know about his siblings. Why wouldn't he tell me? So tell me, why did you become his secretary? How did that come about? You were looking to catch yourself a wealthy man, weren't you? Even if you can fool my husband, you can't pull the wool over my eyes. I've seen it happen to other women before. Well, it isn't happening to me.
Please listen to me, Alice. I can explain everything if you will just listen.
I don't need to hear any excuses from a thief caught in the act. You know what? For trying to steal my husband, you'll get fired.
What?
I'll repeat. You'll get fired.
Please just wait a moment. Give me a chance. I understand that you're very upset. But if you jump straight to firing me, there will be a problem.
Having you around is the biggest problem. Your exist is a problem for me. You have got to go.
I'm so sorry you feel that way. I wish you would let me explain.
Oh, I think I shouldn't get you fired. I should sue you to the court. I want you out of my life as soon as possible. I want you to disappear from our lives forever.
Please don't be so hasty. I'm sure the director, I mean your husband, will be able to explain.
I don't need to hear anything from that cheater. I don't want to hear another word about any of this from either one of you.
I see. If that is what you really want, then go ahead. You can sue me.
Do you know what you're saying? If I sue you, you have zero chance of winning. You understand that, right?
The truth is the truth. And I have done nothing wrong. I have told you that he's my uncle. It's nothing more than that.
You sound so confident. I'll make you regret trying to steal my husband.
I'm confident because I'm telling the truth.
Shut up! After what you've done, you will be fired.
I understand. If you like that, I'll leave the company tomorrow. Today will have been my last day. Hopefully, that can help me earn your trust again.
What? I will never trust you again. Cleo! You need to get back to work now.
What? Don't you forget getting me fired?
Yeah, but I don't care. You need to show up right now. My husband is so angry. He's so upset when he knew you had left. He already shouted at me. I've never seen him like this before.
Well, maybe that is for the best.
What are you talking about? He's furious right now. He said the only way this will end well is if you come back to work. He was very serious when he said it.
Well, I don't care. I got a new job now. I don't need to get back my old company.
Please, Cleo. My husband scolded me a lot. He said without you, he couldn't manage to work properly. You are the best secretary for him.
You know what? I am certainly that I'll never come back. And I don't want to say anything to you.
Please, Cleo. I know I'm wrong. I'm wrong when I thought you cheated with my husband. My husband confirmed with me that you are his niece.
Alice, now you know the truth. But you need to know to one more thing. That I actually don't like men.
What? Are you lesbian?
Yeah, so that's impossible for me to date your husband.
Why didn't you say that at first?
Did you really let me explain to you? You accused me without considering my words. So now, everything is clear. Just stop here.
Wait, Cleo. Wait!
After that, Alice tried to contact me a lot of times, but I blocked her number then. That's kind of annoying. Without me, the director really faced the huge problem in managing the timetable. Because of that, he decided to divorce with Alice. Then Alice just got a small amount of money and a car after the divorce. She should need to learn a lesson from all she did.
Hello, Ryder. I appreciate your help previously. I can't believe you met by chance. I was so taken aback. When I was receiving orders, I thought I saw a familiar face.
I was taken aback as well. Don't you think you're a little too eager to get my phone number?
But if we had just left things alone, we might never have met again.
You were, however, at work. Doesn't your supervisor get upset if you talk to clients like that?
It's all right. In any case, the management was not present. No one would say anything to me because I'd been there the longest of all the part-timers.
Oh, it's only part-time?
It's difficult to find a full-time work these days. I used to work full-time at a chain restaurant, but I quit.
That was before you abandoned Nadia and me to flee off with that other guy. That was 16 years ago. I honestly didn't expect to see you again.
That was just due to my youth and inexperience. I ended my relationship with him not long after. He was a complete waste of space. As a result, I'm currently living alone.
What? You ended your relationship after fleeing with him?
We just did not share the same ideals. It was a pity. I believed it was a coincidence that we met and fell in love. However, individuals may change so quickly.
So you got caught up in the excitement of it all in the end? It was absolutely futile. Why did you cast me away like garbage?
Do I get the impression you want me to come home?
This isn't a prank. The only reason I can't forget you is because you caused me so much misery. That's all. I don't think I'll ever be wounded more by anyone in my life. There isn't a single part of me, not even a speck, that wants you to return.
I'd say the same thing to you. Even if you begged me on your knees, I'd never take back a guy like you. Your face is also quite unsightly. You truly are a weathered businessman today.
Why did you wish to contact me in the first place?
Because I needed to say something to you, stupid. Please return my daughter to me. Come on, people.
What precisely are you asking me? I'm not sure I get it.
I'm expressing my desire for Nadia's return. I couldn't stop thinking about her since we split up. 16 years ago. It has been much too long. I adore her to pieces.
You adore her, don't you? Look who's speaking, the lady who was so eager to abandon her daughter to pursue her boyfriend.
That was a difficult choice for me to make. Do not be a jerk right now. Nothing I could do. He despised children. I desperately wanted to take her with me.
That's something you say a lot. However, you haven't changed in 16 years. No, it does not. You have obviously changed. In that time, you've become an even worse person.
Isn't Nahida in high school now? She's a mature woman now. It's preferable if she stays with her mother. She has to be taught things by me that you cannot.
Avoid giving me all of this garbage. You are not a suitable mother for her.
Wouldn't you feel better if she spent time with her own sex's parents? I feel horrible for her, having to go through all of these physical changes and other things with just her father.
It's far preferable to her being with you. How can you argue for her return at your leisure when you're the one who abandoned her?
Nadia attends a school for gifted children, correct? But I've heard she does the majority of the chores. Didn't you mention something like that when we met at the restaurant? She should be studying if she's that brilliant. I want to take care of the house while she concentrates.
Is that correct? Something weird is obviously going on here. You've got something planned, don't you?
That is the genuine reason I want to return home. Why don't you trust me? I simply want to be able to live with my daughter again. My motives are sincere, I swear. I hope her back. I went through so much to bring her into this world, and now I want to see her again.
You didn't seem interested in hearing about her when we met again the other day. So, whatever. It's fine. LOL.
Really? You're going to let me?
I've been talking to Nahida while we've been communicating. I asked her what she thought of your desire for her to be with you. She stated that she wanted to be with you right now.
You truly asked her what she thought about everything?
Naturally, I did. Even if I dislike you, it is unrelated to her. We must allow Nahida to do what she wishes.
Yes, that's correct. And she expressed a want to be with me? I told you she'd prefer be with her mother than her father.
What else can I say?
You must be devastated after living with her for 16 years and then witnessing her pick me over me. Do not tell me she despises you. Look who is now a parent's failure.
A failure. You're the one person on the planet from whom I don't want to hear that. Anyway, Nahida will be there shortly. Take care of her.
You're very laid back about this. Don't you think that's a little off? If you let her go so easily, isn't that an indication that you don't love her enough?
What would it be good for if I was irritated about it? Besides, I don't believe it's a terrible idea for her to spend some time with you. She was a year old the last time you saw her.
I'm sure she's as lovely as I am today.
The blessing from God is to give her not only looks, but also intelligence to know right from wrong.
Thank God, she doesn't resemble you.
Shouldn't you be grateful? When you see her, I think you'll be shocked. She is now completely mature.
Nahida and I are going shopping right now. A girl's shopping trip is usually a lot of fun. And you certainly can't do it with her, can you?
Take care of her starting now. Will you share a meal?
We'll eat supper together tonight. I'm going to treat her to something incredibly tasty. Can you figure out what it is? You'll never understand. We're heading to a 5-star France restaurant in the downtown area.
Wow. Do you have enough money to eat at a decent restaurant? I thought you just worked part-time.
I have some savings, so I can make it work. I'd want to give Nahida a taste of the good life for a while. That's not how you treat her.
So you intend to woo her? You don't have the funds to undertake anything like that. You'll only be sorry if you go bankrupt trying to impress her.
I'm okay. I'm just bringing her out for dinner. When attempting to become close to someone, the initial impression is usually the most essential. Nahida is in the same boat. I also need to demonstrate to her that I am on a different level than you.
You're attempting to prove to her that you're better than me by purchasing her items? Didn't you ever hear that money can't buy happiness? It also does not purchase love.
Yes. That's exactly what a father would say if his wife and daughter abandoned him.
You should check the truth in your words. That's a bit of a letdown.
If she chooses me, you can hardly call yourself a father. Is it even necessary for dads to exist? Nahida will quickly forget about you. We're going to live together as a couple from now on.
I suppose. You're going to take good care of her, aren't you? You're not just going to toss her out whenever something comes up, are you? Did you attempt to call me, Gloria? I have roughly 10 voicemail messages. What occurred?
I couldn't reach you, so I assumed I'd have to come to your place. What exactly are you doing?
I'm at work, like I always am.
Please return Nahida. You are welcome to her.
Why? What occurred?
I can't raise her, you were correct all along.
Wait a minute, am I wrong? It's barely been 7 days since you admitted her.
If she remains with me, I'll be bankrupt in no time. What do you suppose I've spent in the previous 7 days? Guess away.
I'm not sure how much it is. Why? Did you go out and buy a designer handbag? LOL.
No, I didn't purchase anything amusing. Everything went to food. Where did she acquire her appetite? She has the appetite of a pig.
Oh, I wasn't mentioning that. Nahida has a voracious appetite.
But she's so tall and slim. What happens to it all? Isn't that correct?
I suppose she can just extend her stomach. She never runs out of seconds or thirds. The quantity she eats has climbed year after year, but it's absurd right now with all of the sports she participates in.
I had the day off today, so I went her to a French restaurant.
And? Will you tell me she ate all of your spaghetti or something? LOL.
It was a really expensive restaurant, so she continued ordering the most costly meals. She immediately reached for the truffles and lobster. It was insane. The total cost for each of us was approximately $500. It was impossible for me to believe.
Wow. This time, she really outdid herself. That's a lot of work. I'm very envious. That type of food appeals to me. Will you take me to your next event? LOL.
Don't play games. I've probably spent over $1,000 in the last 7 days. I've depleted all of my cash, and I can't afford to max out my credit cards to cover everything. I can't afford to raise a child like that.
So you're just going to quit? Just for one meal, and you've judged that you don't have the strength to raise her. So have you ever thought about the day when you left her, putting aside all responsibilities just to pursue your own pleasure? You are just a selfish person. What about becoming her parent? Will you simply give up on that?
It isn't my fault. I simply cannot afford to pay for her. I didn't expect her to be that expensive. If I had known, I would not have taken her in.
So, even though you knew you couldn't afford her, you took her in. This is exactly what happened when you abandoned her 16 years ago. You can't just keep doing things with good intentions and expect them to turn out.
You know, she's now a carbon copy of you. She continually looks down on me and tells me I'm nothing in comparison to you. She continually claims you do things differently than she does, and she never stops comparing us. You poison it with words that made her only listen to you, always comparing you to me. You don't want to think that I don't know what you treat her. You make up about me so that she always thinks I'm not good, right?
Isn't it obvious that you're heartbroken? LOL. Perhaps a fall from grace? You appear to have dismounted off your high horse, hee.
Naturally, my heart is crushed. Every day, she shows me how much she despises me by the way she speaks to me. She just knocks me down with logical reasoning no matter what I reply back.
Your own daughter has trembled on you, hee.
She's the worst. It's up to me whether I was born a human slime or whether it was something I discovered 16 years ago. And she didn't even thank you for paying for her France feast. There is no thankfulness at all.
She was only telling you the truth. Isn't it self-evident that raising a child costs money? Nahida is also a scholarship student, so you won't have to pay for her education.
No. She informed me that her scholarship had been revoked.
What exactly do you mean, got cut?
She was missing courses, and her grades suffered as a result. So her scholarship was revoked, she informed me. Do you not know about it?
Now that you mention it. She informed me that if she moved in with you, she could stop studying.
Why?
She stated that she does not want to be a burden to me or have me pay money for her, therefore she would make every effort. But she didn't mind if she was living with you. She stated that she did not mind making things difficult for you.
That's incredibly cruel. Why? Why would you think she would say something like that? What about when she ordered everything pricey at the restaurant? Was that merely to get me to pay?
Yeah, I guess that was probable. When she comes out to supper with me, she is quite reticent. She never orders anything costly. She is quite modest.
So why is your mentality only slightly different from mine? Isn't it true that she came to live with me because she likes me?
Isn't it clear that she dislikes you? I assumed she despised you for as long as I could remember. She did say that if she ever got the chance to meet you, she'd exact her retribution on you in my place.
Is she under the impression that I abandoned you too? That was not the case. I abandoned her with you since the man I was with despised children. I didn't want to abandon her.
It makes no difference how you felt. Leaving her behind is synonymous with abandoning her.
That's exactly what she said. She was deafeningly DEA.
She dislikes you because you made things difficult for me. She's definitely a daddy's daughter. She is always thinking about me and doing housekeeping to assist me. She's very sweet.
Kind? How sweet is she? She never helps around the house and is always feisty with me.
So she was feisty, but you still took her out to a fancy dinner?
She appeared fine at first, but her mood deteriorated dramatically over the day.
Isn't she a powerful character? She understands what she likes, and she avoids what she dislikes. She has little sympathy for those she dislikes.
I can't believe she came to live with me simply to make my life more difficult. That is simply wicked.
Her losing her scholarship is also devastating for her. Her tuition is really high.
Really? I assumed you'd lend me money once she found a job after graduation. When she lost her scholarship, I was planning to pull her out of high school right now. I don't want her to go to high school if I have to pay for everything.
You can't make her leave. Nahida is a powerful young lady. She's simply going to try to add to your tension in every way she can. She'll expend all of her energy to make your life miserable.
She's evil. She's evil. This is impossible for me. Please take this nasty child away from me.
Don't say anything like that. Last night, I spoke with her on the phone. But she stated she'd be pleased to stay with you from now on.
Wait. What? What exactly is she thinking? She wants to live with someone she despises in order to get retribution.
I'm not sure, but I know I should respect her viewpoint. So I'll leave her to you.
Come on, people. Please. I was wrong, and I accept it. Isn't that enough? I apologize.
Okay, Oklahoma. I can come retrieve her, but I'm currently preoccupied. I'll be there in a couple of days to take her up.
Don't be so casual about it. She's already devoured my funds. I'm out of options.
You are not required to purchase food for her. It will get expensive if you get her precisely what she says.
She threatened to report me to social services until I bought her what she wanted. She'll accuse me of not feeding her enough.
That's some scary stuff.
I swear to you, Nahida is wicked.
Come on. You are Nahida Zimom. Don't show me the chance that you kick her out of the house. I will report you if you do that. When I picked up Nahida, I was greeted by a carefree youngster and a profoundly saddened and defeated ex-wife. Nahida, utterly exhausted, Gloria's own thoughts. When we arrived home, Nahida thanked me for the opportunity to teach her mother a lesson. But it was I who wanted to thank her. I was well aware that sending a hungry Nadia to live with Gloria would give her financial difficulties. She won't get an opportunity to trouble us for a long time either.